Hey my lovely YouTubers, just want to talk to you today because guess what? It is Women's Wednesday. You know, I love Women's Wednesday. This is my time where I just kind of get like unfiltered and just really talk to my ladies. But today I want to talk to you about, oh my gosh, the challenges. The challenges of knowing what God has told you or what God is pulling you to do, but it doesn't completely line up with your natural side and maybe everybody else's, and so you're more willing to go and do it the other way. You know what I'm talking? No, you don't get it. Okay, maybe I should get a title for this. This Women's Wednesday chat is about continuing to surrender your all to God, even in the moments that it makes no sense at all. Okay, so I recently just came up against something where it made no sense at all, but I had to make a really hard decision, and in that decision, I had to continue to. I battled because it made so much more. It made so much more sense to go the way that everyone else would say to go, right? But what I want to tell you guys is when you truly live for God, then it's His time, it's His will, and it's His desires for you. I know personally we might want to listen to other people's input. We might want to do certain things our own personal way. But when God has given you something to work towards, a vision of something, and He has specifically given it to you in whatever season you're in your life, it is up to you to work on that. But also it's up to you to be obedient to when He tells you to sit still or when He tells you to move. I know this has been one of the hardest challenges in my life, is waiting on the Lord, being patient enough to not move, but also having the ear to hear, to just sit and say, okay, I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to take this step. Even if no one else agrees, I'm going to do it. That has been one of the hardest challenges for me. And what I want to tell you today is I want to give, if anyone else is going through something like that, where you know that maybe, okay, I went through this a time when I was in a relationship and I had an apartment with an ex and it was all good and stuff, but when I got the pull to move out of that apartment, I remember everything in the natural side told me not to do it. I was not going to be financially stable. I was going to have to go into live into the same room in a dorm, but the exact same room. Everything was looked so opposite of what could have been good, right? Like God was telling me to move out of there, move, do this. But in honest reality, it looked horrible. It looked bad. It looked like I was going to go into like I was going to be in shambles. It just looked horrible. And I remember everything with the natural eyesight did not make sense. It just didn't make sense. I remember sitting in that room crying before I even finally made the move because that room was so small and I was going to have to share it with someone else. And I'm like, oh, am I really about to give up this man, this 2-bedroom apartment, this full kitchen to go live in some community showers? I literally had that in my heart. I was just waiting. It was so heavy. And I remember I was like, nope, Morgan, you don't. Just do it. And I remember when I did it, it hurt. It was some struggles, trust me. But in the end, I'm so grateful that I did it. But why I said that story was to tell you guys is that's kind of another similar situation I'm going through right now with not necessarily a guy and all that, but understanding that there will be something that may look like it's better from the natural side, but God is saying, hold off. I know it may suck right now. I know things may not look completely good to the natural side. I know people may judge you. I know people may say you're not doing anything. People may look at you a certain way. But with that being said, hold off. Continue to seek me and believe in the vision that I've given you. I know it's easier to take that route and to go do it your own way. I know it looks so much simpler. I know bills will get paid. I know things will flow into things will just look so much better to you, and not just to you, but to everyone around you. But listen to me, God, because God is saying, stick with me because you can't go wrong. And although the vision may tarry, so although the vision may take a little time, and maybe it's taking a little longer than you would like, and although things are challenging you in your life, but it's up to you to continue to serve God. And that's what happened when I had to move out of that apartment. I had to make the decision that I was going to serve God, even if my natural sight said something totally different, even if I was going to have to suffer for a while, even if finances was going to be shot, even if I was going to have to share this this little bitty room and community showers, I was going to serve God because I knew God was not going to leave me nor forsake me. And that's what I want to tell you today. If God is telling you to do something a little out of the normal, If God is telling you to stick with him, and it might look harder and you may have to go through extra loops and hills and valleys and all that stuff, it's okay, because God is going to be with you there every step of the way. It's better to have God in the valley than to be on the mountain without him. Okay, so enjoy your valley, because you got the God that you serve. Your God is with you. And if you have to go a little longer in the things in these struggles, it's okay, because God will be there with you every step of the way. Don't try to go take your shortcut. Don't try to figure out and plot and fix things for yourself. Allow God to be the God that he can be in your life, because we must trust him. We must love him. We must serve him. So serve God with your time, with your finances, with your mind, with your whole being. Serve God. So for this Women's Wednesday chat, I just want to tell you guys, I love you. And it's okay that you may be in a valley and things look crazy and people are giving you new directions and new routes to go. But first, you take that up with your Father. You take it up with your Father, because sometimes our natural sight can fail us. Our natural sight will fail us if we're not careful. We're not to believe in our sight, but we're supposed to have faith, right? Right? Have that faith, guys, and understand that you too can overcome whatever valleys you have with God. I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye, ladies.